to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Running inside, it's Cobb. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Finding some room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Inside, it's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Nimrod. It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver, Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. Here's Hardy to begin the drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll run it with Hardy. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So here comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. I don't think there was really any mystery coming into this one who's going to see touches early. It's their best wide receiver, and right away, in the first 2 plays of the game, they throw to him both times and they get 2 first downs. He's answering the bell knowing that the defense knows they're going to throw it to him. This guy is the ultimate competitor.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown wants to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. He goes down for a loss on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. The give to Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He wants to change this route. Here's Simmons to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Simmons. At the 35, he's loose. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Here's a give to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Simmons. Unloads it left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Mizzo coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give to Hardy. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. This third down a little longer after that penalty. The offense changing the play. Simmons from the gun on third down. Pucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Using his legs to buy some time. Throwing on the run. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Snap it to the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown will throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Here's a little room there. Inside the and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Number 19, set to kick it away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Pop. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. Maybe some room here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
at the 36.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way.
Caught, and he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cobb. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Fights off a defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Simmons on play action, looking to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. At the 20. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Brown will throw it. Going for 6. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabs it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Oregon in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Ducks. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up of 5 to the 23.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Simmons. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Lost, the defense is wide open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Fires to the big fella. Runs through a man. He smashes his way through again. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to Hardy. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Run in the red zone. It's Hardy. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Running inside. It's Cobb. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got a little grass. Still on his feet. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Simmons on the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
He's loose. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Brown wants to pass. Working the middle.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Quarterback making adjustments. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Here comes the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Simmons to throw. That's caught. It's Terry. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense? If you
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Simmons. Can't get him to the ground. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Hardy again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
They'll give it to Hardy. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just feeds the running back. Just ran him over. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Here's a give to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Throwing Simmons. Got it. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some room. the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the red zone, it's Hardy. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these down. Coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And this one splits the uprights. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.